Hello everybody, here we are again to help you learn and know something about English. With me I have Lavanya and Shahida. Let's talk to them and know something more about them. Lavanya, so what is your experience at VIU and Ramakrishna Math? What all have you learned and how are you improving?
Yes, ma'am. I have selected for junior, ma'am, and I want to complete my senior and advance in this VIOL, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And I have cleared many doubts about spoken English, ma'am.
Okay,
Now I'm not perfect, ma'am.
okay,
I have some doubts,
okay.
but I am good in English, ma'am.
But you have got some confidence and you feel that you are able to speak at least some English now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's very nice. Shaida, what has been your experience?
I selected for junior level, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, while speaking, I do many grammatical mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So to overcome all those, so
Mm-hmm.
I joined in this. So I
Okay.
want to finish all these like levels
Sessions.
in
Okay.
VI Boyer. And like before joining this course, I was having one confusion in my mind because basically I am from Telugu medium. So
Okay.
that was in there my mind. I can't speak. But
Yes.
after joining here, I got that confidence that I can speak and I can rectify my mistakes.
Okay. So then, while learning English, what problems do you face or what doubts do you usually get?
Not by learning, ma'am. While writing English, we will get some doubts, ma'am.
Okay, for
How
like,
to use commas, full stops, like that.
oh,
How to
uh,
make sentences, we are having doubt in that.
So means what she is saying is punctuations. Where to mention punctuations like comma, exclamatory marks,
oh,
question marks, full
okay.
stops. Uh,
Yeah, but because when you're speaking, you really don't need these things. But when it comes to writing, you have to take care of commas and punctuation marks also. Alright, so for these kind of errors and for written English, whenever you are reading, then you have to read and pay attention to whatever you are reading. And then you have to observe all these punctuation marks. And whether they are using, as you said, comma or question mark or the exclamation mark, you have to observe all this and slowly you will understand. Otherwise, based on the types of sentences, based on that also we can understand what punctuation marks do we have to use. Are you aware of types of sentences?
No, ma'am.
You are not? Yes. At least one or two do you know?
yeah, we heard, but
Uh,
what are those? Just we
okay.
know the names.
Right. Can you tell me the names?
So assertive sentences,
Yes.
affirmative sentences.
Right. Very nice. So this information will help you to understand what punctuation mark and what should be the structure when you are making a particular sentence. Okay. So let me give you a brief knowledge about these sentences and what punctuation marks they take. Based on these types of sentences, all these sentences have different structures and all of them take a different punctuation mark. So then when you understand the type, then you will start using them and maybe you will also understand them perfectly. So Shahida, as you said, the first type of sentences are assertive. We also call them declarative, or they can just be called statements. The second type are these imperatives. So then broadly we can divide the sentences into assertives, declarative statements, they are all similar, imperatives, interrogatives and exclamatory. Alright, now all of you must be knowing that when you use a question mark, then what type of sentence that should be?
It
Okay,
may be interrogative.
right, when you say interrogative, then you understand, oh, this is a question and then we have to use a question mark. So basically these interrogatives, they take a question mark. Now, exclamation or exclamatory. So the name itself says exclamatory or the exclamation. So these type of sentences take an exclamation mark. So for these kind of sentences, we have to go with this kind of punctuation mark. Now, imperatives and statements, because they are not exclamations, so then for these two we make use of a full stop. So, based on this, at least you will understand what punctuation mark has to be used. Now, what are these sentences and what is the structure? Let us talk about the first one, the assertives. So, as I told you just now, they are statements. We just make simple sentences, and when we make simple sentences, then we follow this structure: subject, verb, object and other words. So, then this verb can be in any tense. If you need, we can make use of an object, or otherwise directly we can make use of other words also. Now, whatever knowledge you have in English, just make some sentences. Randomly, you just give me some sentences.
My mother is my role model.
Okay. My mother is my role model. Right. Now, she has made use of this verb is, and it's a plain sentence. It states, it asserts or it declares that her mother is her role model. Okay. Right. Lavanya, can you give a sentence? Now, is she has used, change the verb, make use of some other verb.
My sister helps me to study.
Very nice. My sister helps me. Okay. From the previous learning, we understand that when the subject is singular, the verb must have an S, and that is why you have rightly used my sister helps me in studies or whatever. Very nice. Now, when you look at these two sentences, what you have made, it has no negative. So, such kind of sentence is also called affirmative. Or in spoken English, you can also call them positive sentences. So, affirmative is a grammatical term. In spoken or in or not ordinary form, we also call them positive sentences, because they do not have any negative or they are only positive sentences. So, when these are affirmative sentences, we can also have negative sentences. So, we can have negatives for which we need a not. So, any sentences which you use with the help of not, then they come under negative sentences, and as you see, we are using only this full stop here. And then subject, in this case my mother, and here my sister. Verb, this is and this is helps. Alright, object, my role model, and here it is this me. None of these sentences have other words, okay, not necessary that all these sentences must have all these all the time. Subject verb is very important, all these are only optionals, you may or you may not use them. Alright, so now negatives. So when we make sentences with the help of not, then they become negatives, right. Now simply first we can change this into a negative, but okay, maybe Shahida may not like to make this into a negative. Shahida, make a different sentence. Yeah.
We should not eat junk food.
Yes. We should not eat junk food. So then this is this not, that is why we say this is a negative sentence. Punctuation remark remains same, we need a full stop. Yes, Lavanya.
My father doesn't like to drink tea.
My father doesn't like to drink tea. Yes. So now my father is singular, that is why you are making use of this doesn't, that is very nice. And then again this is the negative, and we understand the sentence is in negative because of this does, and the punctuation mark is same, it is a full stop. Yes. So now these assertive sentences are positives and negatives. In these assertive sentences, we talk about universal truths also. So anything which is a fact, it is a universal truth. those also come under affirmative sentences. Now can you give some examples of universal truth?
Sun rises in the east.
Yes, sun rises in the east.
The grass grows
Right. The grass grows
every day.
every day. Can you say the grass grows every day? Can we see it grow? Yes, we can say, okay, you can say the grass grows well if we water it every day. So if you water the grass, it grows well. Okay, yes. Or the grass is green also. That's a fact. The grass is green. Yes.
The earth revolves around the sun.
Yes. Earth revolves around the sun. Okay.
Globe is round in.
Alright, globe is round. Globe is round. So round is a shape. You need not say in shape because it is understood. The globe is round. Can you make some negatives in universal truth, which is not a fact? Yes, fish cannot.
Fish cannot.
Swims in the water.
No, but fish can swim.
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
Fish cannot live without water.
Yes, fish cannot live on land. It's a fact. Fish cannot live on land. It has to be in water. Yes, it's a fact. Yes, or a fish can't climb a tree.
Snakes can't hear.
Snake, okay, fine. If you want to say snakes can't hear, yes, it's a fact, and then it comes under the negative sentences. Alright, so for these negative sentences, we have to make use of full stops. So do you have any doubts here, any questions? So only positive and negative and full stop. The second one is imperative. Now these imperatives follow a different structure. So like we said, statements, they begin with a subject, but imperatives don't begin with a subject. They begin with a verb in the first form. Then there is an object, and then there is other words. So what is missing here? The subject is missing. This can be again affirmative and negative. Here also we can have affirmative and negative. So then we say don't and V1, then we talk about an object, and then we say other words. But then this is a full stop. Now when the subject is missing and we start the sentences with verb V1 or don't plus V1, they come under imperative. Alright, and then they have a purpose. They are not plain statements. They represent some kind of request, command, order, suggestion, warning, alright, etc. So all these sentences, maybe they make a request or they can be a command, it may be an order, some kind of suggestion or a warning. So when we want to use these aspects in a sentence, then we make use of this imperative sentences. Okay. So now for example, then we don't use a subject because the subject is permanently you. It is understood. Every time this is not mentioned, we start here. We start with V1, the negative is don't plus V1. For example, parents always want to tell the children, okay, work hard. So they always want to suggest them, and then they say work hard. And then again the parents want to tell the children, don't be lazy. Work hard and don't be lazy. So some kind of request, order, suggestion. This is positive and this is negative. Yes. Now can you make some examples?
Don't drive fast.
Very nice. Don't drive fast. It comes under some kind of a suggestion, and you say don't drive fast.
Don't
Yes.
drunk and drive, ma'am.
Very nice. No, can you say don't drunk? See, don't and verb V1. So don't
drunk.
No,
drink. Don't
don't drink. Very nice. Don't drink and drive. Correct.
In our Ramakrishna Math, boards will be there, no ma'am. Photographs are prohibited.
Photography, but then photography is a noun, and then actually they want to say photography is prohibited. That actually comes under passive voice that you will learn only in the senior level, but that is no, there you have, no, if there are flowers, if there are some flowers, then they have a board to tell people that what not to do. No, flowers. Flowers.
Do not pluck
Very
flowers.
nice. Don't pluck the flowers. Right. So then they want to give them instructions. Warning, don't pluck the flowers. Very nice. Lavanya, for example, her native place is not Hyderabad. She is new to Hyderabad. She wants to go to maybe Secunderabad station and she asks you for direction. How will you tell her?
Can you please suggest me how to go to Secunderabad?
Go straight,
Yes.
and there you will get 20p bus. First you board
No,
that bus.
without any subject. Go straight.
Go
No, she's on a
straight.
two-wheeler. She's on a two-wheeler. Okay. So go straight.
Go straight. Then take. I
Very
don't
nice.
know how to.
Just randomly. Go straight, then
Take left,
right. Very nice.
and there take another second right.
Right. Another
Then
second
you-
right.
Then
Hmm.
you'll reach.
Yeah. Then
Secunderabad.
you will reach Secunderabad.
Secunderabad.
All right. Now, Shaida, she wants to learn English, and you want to give her some suggestions how she can learn English. What would you say?
If you want to learn English, first you should be
No, Shaida, just instructions. Just instructions. What to do with the help of this?
you carry a dictionary.
No. Without you. Without that you. Without you. Just some suggestions directly.
Follow dictionary.
Very nice. 2, 3. You follow dictionary. Yes.
Follow grammar.
Right. Follow grammar.
Watch English videos which
Right.
are useful.
Watch English videos. Perfect.
Speak in English with others.
Very nice. Speak in English with others. Perfect.
Try not to repeat your mistakes.
So then try not to repeat your mistakes. You can make it into negative.
Don't repeat your mistakes.
Right, don't repeat your mistakes. All right, Lavanya. Now, suppose example, she is not well, she's keeping unwell, and then you want to give her some advice. So do this, don't do that. So what suggestions will you give her because she is not well?
Take medicine.
Very nice.
First, consult the doctor.
Right, consult a doctor.
Take the medicines which
Take-
we have suggested
All right, take the medicines on time. Perfect.
on time, and take healthy food.
Take healthy food. That's correct.
Sleep
And-
well.
Or sleep well. What not to do? Can you make some negatives also?
Don't eat junk food.
Right, don't eat junk food.
Don't go outside places because
Because
we'll get
infection.
some headache or
All right,
infection.
okay, don't go to public places because already you're not well, you may incur some infection. So don't go to public places. Yes, very nice. All right. If you want to tell her how to prepare or how to make a dish, can you give her some instructions? Any dish, how to make an omelette maybe?
Lavanya, if you want to prepare omelette, take egg,
Right, take eggs.
break it,
Right,
and place it in a bowl.
yes,
Add onions,
right,
michi,
yes. Mirchi.
chili.
All right,
Chilli
chilies.
powder.
Chilies, yes.
Okay, chili, onions, salt, haldi. Haldi means turmeric.
Yes.
Turmeric we should add. Rinse it.
Not rinse.
Beat it.
Right, beat it.
Beat
Beat
it.
it.
Yeah.
Beat it properly.
Yes.
Then flame your stove.
Light the stove.
Light the
Light the
stove.
stove.
Yes.
Place pan onto the stove.
Right.
Add this mixed omelette mixture.
Or pour the mixture on the pan.
Pan.
Right. And
Turn
Add some
it.
oil.
right, add some oil and heat it over slow flame, and then the omelette is ready. Very nice. So then like this, whenever you want to give instructions, tell some recipe to somebody, then usually without this help of the subject you, we keep on giving instructions or suggestions. So have you understood? The other two we will learn in the other episodes. Hope you must have enjoyed this episode and learnt where to and how to make use of assertive and imperative sentences and what you have to avoid when you are making use of them. Thank you for being with us.